tonight. Really appreciate the opportunity to visit with you and to share with you some of my concerns and my viewpoints. And so thank you very much. We're here at Piasa restaurant off of 21st and Arkansas. And really want to thank the staff and the owner for hosting this event for us and allowing us to be here. So thank you very much, and thank you to each and every one of you. My name is Kenya Cox, as you can see, Kenya Cox, and I'm running for the 29th District of Kansas. I want to serve and represent the people of the 29th District because I think it's important that our voices are heard. I think it's important that we are represented fully in the state of Kansas. I believe that we shouldn't just have individuals who claim that they can work both sides of the aisle, but we should have both sides of the aisle working for us, making sure that our voices are heard, making sure that issues that are important to us, our children, our families, jobs, that those issues are being brought to the room, that individuals that are in the room and at the table, that they're hearing our concerns. You know, Kansas is a majority Republican state. And even after this election, we will still be a strong Republican state. But what we don't have in that huge Republican majority, we don't have very many minorities. We don't have a strong minority representation. And so what I aim to do is to bring that voice to the Republican majority, help them to understand the issues that concern our communities. We need jobs, good paying jobs, jobs that will help us to be able to take care of our families, jobs that will help us to be able to not only just be observing the American dream, but actually be participants in the American dream, having the opportunity to own a home, having the opportunity to open up and run a business. These are American ideals. These are American values that all of us want. So I want to bring those issues to the table for us, for the 29th District. The 29th District is one of the most unique and diverse districts in the state of Kansas. We're unique in that we go from a strong residential population to a huge industrial population. We have almost all of downtown is in our district. We go as far east as Kellogg, as far south as Kellogg, as far east as Woodlawn. We loop around K96 and 235, and the cutoff here is at the river. We go from a very affluent communities to very impoverished communities. Just a beautiful mix of Kansas people. And those are the people that I want to represent. I've worked in the community for a long time. Been out there at the grassroots level, meeting and talking and working and serving with the people of the 29th District. And that's what I want to do in Topeka. I want to take your voice to Topeka. And some of the things that I would like to do, one of the first things that I talk about is that an informed people is an engaged people, and an engaged people is an empowered people. But if government for and of the people cannot be allowed to work for just some of the people. So how do we change that? We have to make sure that your voices are heard. And how do we do that? By doing one thing first, making sure that you have access to me. So I pledge to maintain a district office right in the middle of the district where you know that I will have consistent work hours, where you can come and sit down and visit with me one-on-one, and we can talk about real-world solutions from you. I'm just one individual, and I'm just one voice, but together we can send a resounding voice to Topeka to say, this is what we want, this is what we look forward to, this is what we desire. So one, to maintain the district office. Number two, one of the first things that I would like to do is start a senatorial advisory committee. And that committee would have business owners, faith leaders, anyone that is in the community that says, you know what, I want to make sure that the issues that are important to me and my family, that they're heard in Topeka. We will meet on a regular basis because I believe whatever they're talking about in Topeka, you need to know about it in the 29th District, not after it's a law, not after it's a regulation, not after it is having impact on you, your life, and the life of your children, but before, so you can speak truth to power on your own behalf. So we'll meet on a regular basis, and I'll be able to disseminate to you out information about what we're talking about, what committees are meeting on what issues in Topeka, and then it's also a way that I can get information from you. I'm just one individual, but if I'm out and you happen to meet Miss Connie out, and you can say, hey, Miss Connie, are you sitting on Kenya's advisory committee? And she could say, yes. Well, you know what? I was thinking that if we would do this and such, that way you would be empowered to also have a voice. I definitely want to have a youth component because I think it's very important for our young people to have a voice and a vehicle and an avenue to be able to speak as well. So, district office, Senatorial Advisory Committee, and then the first thing after I'm elected is I will make it a point to meet with every business owner in this district. I will be going out, meeting with them one-on-one, again, listening to hear about what issues are concerned with them, what issues are of concern with them, what things that they think that we need to do to help to strengthen the business communities. Because I know that you've heard it said that the businesses, and especially small businesses, that they are the backbone of any community. But for our community, they're not just the backbone, but they're the frontline defense for us. Those jobs, having the opportunity to create a job, having the opportunity to get job training, those are essential for our community. We have one of the highest unemployment rates, so you know jobs has got to be one of the issues that we are most concerned about. Job training, job retention, job expansion, giving businesses the opportunity to have access to the capital that they need to be able to expand, to be able to hire more people. These are issues that are dear to my heart. And of course, I always have to go back to our seniors and our children, because those are the most vulnerable in our community. If we can strengthen our families, then we can make sure that those seniors and our children, that they are taken care of. My name is Kenny Cox. I'm open for any questions or concerns that you may have, issues that you would like to discuss in depth, anything that you feel is important. So thank you again for coming out today. This was really great fun. We had a great time. It was so good to see so many people, and I really do appreciate your support.
Go.
Vote Kenya, V-O-T-E, we do it. Big things in our community, we do it. Vote Kenya, V-O-T-E, we do it. Big things in our community. This time.